PQ17, the biggest naval disaster of the 20th century. In June 1941, the Germans invaded the USSR. In the Kremlin, Stalin was screaming at Winston Churchill for help. Winston agreed and said there would be deliveries every 10 weeks. One of these was PQ17. The men with the ship were both ill-prepared for this type of water. Some of the ships were dating back to World War I. PQ17 left the coast of Iceland on June 27, 1942, to the Russian port of Archangel. There were 35 ships carrying enough tanks, planes, and other materials to equip an army of 50,000. It was the biggest Arctic convoy ever assembled. The Germans realized why Russia was still in the war and decided they'd have to kill PQ17 before it could get to Russia. So PQ17 had 26 ships to escort. The first 7 days of a 10-day voyage was okay. Then it was July the 4th. At 8:20, the Germans put a full-on assault, sending the US right to increase its flank speed and headed straight for the incoming planes with bombs. Then did a 32-knot handbrake turn. In the mayhem that followed, 3 merchant ships were hit down, but 3 planes were also shot down. After that, the British got a notification that Tirpitz, the big warship, was coming to kill them. 3 messages were sent within 10-minute intervals, which confused all the captains of the ship and made them go crazy and scattered the ship, which made them all sitting ducks. So the surface ship, thinking Tirpitz was on their way, left the merchant ships alone to die. A few hours after the scatter order, the Germans attacked, and it lasted 48 hours. In the first 24 hours, 12 ships were destroyed, and Tirpitz had not arrived yet. During this, the British got a message revealing that Tirpitz was still at anchor. Sir Dudley Powell, the man in charge, who gave the scatter order, said, "We have decided to scatter the convoy, and that is how it must stay." Over the next 24 hours, the attacks were relentless. In the middle of this, a Royal Navy volunteer reserve, Leo Gradwell, had broken his orders. He started to escort 3 merchant ships to Archangel, and they arrived at Archangel, Russia on July 25th.